Last week, I talked about the power of habit and how it's the foundation for reaching any goal and creating real lasting systems. So it's proof of concept in a way. I wanted to today share with you some of the habits that are currently changing my life and why they're changing my life, as well as what exact methods I've used to implement them into my life. And all of these are of course derived from James Clear's Atomic Habits that we talked about last week. Link in the description as always. My name's Dave Robertson. Let's get to learning. The first habit that has changed my life and is continually changing my life is working out every single day.
Lunch has been canceled today due to lack of hustle. Deal with it.
First of all, I'm usually a very stressed out person, and so being able to relieve that stress by working out, awesome. Secondly, it releases a lot of endorphins, and I need that. For me, I think one of the biggest reasons I've been able to implement this into my life, like I talked about last video also, is that I utilize temptation bundling.
Oh, well that explains that.
Whatever I'm doing when I'm working out, I can watch whatever I want. So if I want to calm my head down and watch something, or if I just want to watch something in general, I know that if I go on the elliptical, I can do that, and I limit myself because of this. So like I can't walk on the elliptical for 5 hours on a Tuesday, but 2 hours, yes. So if I want to watch 2 hours of Archer, I'll head to the elliptical. What's great about this is that I've been utilizing habit stacking as well. So at first I was just walking on the elliptical, and then when I got really used to walking on the elliptical and it was a daily habit for me,
What, like it's hard?
I started habit stacking. So I got more into my stretching again, and now I'm at a point where I also do strength exercises and sometimes yoga. I've also habit stacked to the point where I'm drinking a lot more water, which sounds like it shouldn't be a big deal, but for me, honestly, I am not the best at drinking water, and I get really happy whenever I do. The second habit is just getting a lot more rigorous when it comes to moisturizing. Like, yes, I've always moisturized my face and put on sun lotion, and I always say this because you have to. You have to wear sunscreen on your face. But yeah, I've been good with that because obviously, like, I have a skincare routine and everything, but honestly, I've always looked at moisturizing your body as a hassle. But now I'm like, it feels so good on my skin, and taking care of your skin and your body is so important, so it's a non-negotiable. Not only that, but I've gotten a lot better at oiling my hair. Like, I've always been doing face masks on my hair, like leave-in face masks and stuff, which is sort of like a leave-in conditioner, like Garnier Fructis, I love. I actually can leave a link in the description for that as well. But point is, now I also oil my hair all the time, and I've noticed that like the oil just soaks up, so I guess my hair really needs it. And I don't know if you can tell, my hair is getting a lot healthier, and obviously that's also because I stopped bleaching it, but still though, like it was really dry and damaged, so the oil is working. Other than that, I've also implemented a new system for my habit stacking where I don't just put on lip gloss before I go to bed. Now every day after I set my alarm, I also just do hand moisturizer on my hands. This serves two purposes. First of all, my hands are moisturized, awesome. But then secondly, also, it works as a ritual, like it's a part of my nightly routine. And like Mel Robbins with the 5-second rule says that like starter rituals are so important because it tells our body what's happening next. Moisturizing my body and oiling my hair, I have done basically by placing the items like higher on my shelf in my bathroom so that I'll see them all the time. And I did a similar thing with my lip gloss and my hand lotion, like they're besides my bed, but that habit is also a result of habit stacking. Like I said, it's after I take my medication, so it's just added to your routine. Yes, if you got value from this video so far, please subscribe and keep on watching till the end for my number one habit that's changed my life. Number 3 is vitamins, and this has been huge for me.
I said I want something big. I want something that says I'm here.
I've always had like a little bit of a deficiency and stuff. Like I usually lack some vitamin D, pretty normal living in Scandinavia, and on top of that, I'm tan, as you can tell, so I don't really absorb that much D vitamins. But even though everyone always says like, oh, you don't eat meat, you're gonna get an iron deficiency, I have never ever in my life, until I lived in the US for a few months as an adult, had an iron deficiency. I was cooking the exact same thing, but the raw ingredients were different, and I got an iron deficiency and a couple of other deficiencies, and that was just a whole mess when I came home for Christmas. Honestly, like my skin, my body, everything, no.
Oh, no.
So I've been rigorous about vitamins. I take multivitamins. iron, D vitamins, and B vitamins. And this has just given me so much energy, helped immensely with my depression, and I feel like has just made me stronger and healthier in every way, and like my skin and my hair and everything is just cleared up and better and healthier and stronger. And how I've been able to implement that, I think, is one, it's hard to forget that you need vitamins when you get like a jump scare every time you look in the mirror. And two, again, habit stacking. You know, like I said, I already take my melatonin and stuff. Might as well just put vitamins by my bed and take them. And a lot of these habits, vitamins included, are things I've tried to implement into my life before, but done kind of half-heartedly. So I've been taking vitamins like maybe every 3 days, and then I forget it for a while, and then I take it every day, and then like it hasn't been consistent. But as soon as I got so clear on the fact that I wanted to feel better, I have noticed such big changes, not just in like the results of the habits, but in me, my consistency, which, by the way, is a confidence booster. So I totally recommend that. Habit 4, I've talked about a lot, I feel like, but I'm gonna say it again because it's changed my life. Cutting out social media. Or well, cutting down. After I started having more and more issues with TikTok and Instagram, eventually I was like, why am I using these things when they're making me feel bad? And so I decided to just quit cold turkey, and that's helped me a lot. And I'm not telling you that you have to quit cold turkey, but I do think that some type of moderation or digital detox is really, really helpful. So I actually, based on my own experience, wrote a 45-day digital detox, which does not in any way force you to go cold turkey or to cut everything out, but it's actually a guide to using social media more responsibly and detoxing and spending less time on the platforms, but also spending more meaningful time on the platforms. So if you check that out, that would make me really, really happy because I worked hard on it, and you know, I want it to be easier obviously for you to do a digital detox than it was for me. Habit number 5, pretty straightforward, is increasing my fruit intake. I've always been a veggies girl, not really a fruit girl, but I've been seeing the benefits. What I did is basically just buying more food and putting it where I can see it. A lot of times, you know, you just want something quick and easy to eat, and so I'll make like a PB&J sandwich or something, but having fresh cleaned apples out on the table makes me be like, oh, since I'm just a little bit hungry, I'm just gonna grab an apple.
Have a bite.
Then I'll get these awesome vitamins and stuff, and if I don't need protein right now, why am I eating peanut butter if I can eat an apple? Which has been great for my calorie intake and for my vitamin intake, and also just makes me feel better and lighter. And the cool thing about apples, for example, is that like they're very low cal, so you know, I dare you to eat 10 apples, still gonna be less than 2 to 3 chocolate bars. Number 6 is wearing blue light glasses, which isn't just because I love glasses. I used to wear glasses from the 3rd grade to high school, but my eyesight fixed itself and I felt like a naked, ugly mole rat for the longest time without them.
My glasses! I can't be seen without my glasses!
But besides that, I personally am a little like light sensitive, and I haven't grown up a gamer or anything, so I'm not used to being on big screens for long amounts of time. So I actually bought these glasses and I started my YouTube channel for editing and stuff, but I noticed how much I need them when I started my first office job and was sitting on a desk that isn't just like one computer, but 2 big computers, 2 monitors. I was getting so exhausted and getting headaches all the time. And now that I blog more and work on digital products, I've noticed that I'm using my glasses religiously.
My glasses! I can't see without my glasses!
And they help me so much. I would not be able to work as much as I do without the glasses. I would get the worst headache every single day, and I know because I used to. And honestly, I think the glasses as well work as a starter ritual for me, because when I put on my glasses, I know that like, okay, we're not on the computer to play, we're here to work. Number 7 is that I stopped writing down everything on my phone and started journaling more and focusing more on progress instead of just, oh, what have I done today? Which, let me explain. First of all, I'm a giant notebook person.
What do you want?
And so it's not that I didn't write in notebooks. I wrote in notebooks all the time. It's just that I was writing a lot of unnecessary stuff on my phone, and literally for 4 years, maybe the 4 worst years of my life, like 2019 to 2023, can anyone relate? I wrote down what I did every single day. So I literally have January 1st, blah, 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 blah. January 2nd, blah, 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 every single day. And I think that this made me focus more on actions that seemed productive than actually making change in my life itself. Like, there's a really big difference between action and focused action. And now that I'm journaling more and writing things down in a way where I'm focusing more on habits, systems, and actions that are aligned with goals, not just actions themselves, I am being more productive and I'm happier as well, because I don't feel like, oh, I didn't write down anything today, let me just quickly go do something, or oh, everything I wrote down that I did today kind of sucks. That's not impressive. And it's good to get more time away from my phone, honestly, as well. So that is one of the things that has given me the most peace of mind. It also helped me align my actions so much better and focus more on the whole picture. 10 out of 10 recommend. Just buy a notebook and go at it. Habit number 8, you've heard me talk about before because this is one I have been consistent with for years, but I had to mention it because it is one that is constantly changing my life and that evolves with me as I evolve as well, and that is visualizing morning and night. Again, this is simple because you can just add it to your morning routine and your night routine. So for morning visualization, I'd say go over the day, go over the focus, go over how this day fits into longer term, like week or month or whatever. Just visualize success like an athlete does before a big game. The goal of this is to get you motivated, pumped, and aligned. Nightly visualizations for me is more dreamy. I utilize that state that you're in when you're right between being awake and being asleep. And what I do there is that I just pick some moment in the future that brings me a lot of joy and focus on that. And then I sort of go to bed with this good mindset and I wake up with a positive mindset as well. And it just sort of reminds me why I'm doing what I'm doing. So whether I've had a really good day and I'm really proud of myself, or I've had a really rough day and sort of need to remind myself like what the point is, it helps me. Habit number 9 is also something I've been working on for years that I constantly get better at. And that is whenever I say something negative about myself, I automatically counter it with a positive thought. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, I could never. No, honestly, it takes a lot of time and it takes dedication, and you're gonna feel so dumb and hate it for so long before you do it automatically and it feels good. So for example, if I think I'm fat, I think I'm actually not, no. Or like, oh, I hate everything. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I have people I love so much. I have books I love. I don't hate everything. That's just not true. Sometimes, honestly, I'll just say, that's not true. And doing that over and over and over actually makes you feel better about yourself. And trust me, I would know, because I've been the meanest person towards myself for 2 decades. So if I can do this, anyone can do this. Think about this for a second. And this is why I decided to change my thoughts. It's not because I love myself a lot, because no. It's because I realized that hating myself wasn't working. Thinking I'm fat didn't make me lose weight. Thinking I'm dumb didn't make me want to get smarter. It just made me hate myself for no reason, and actually it holds you back. And that's what James Clear talks about in Atomic Habits as well. We want to conform to our own identity, and if you're creating an identity of being a fat, lazy loser, then your brain is going to be like, oh, let me help them be the fat, lazy loser they so clearly want to be. But if you're a fit, productive winner and you keep telling yourself you're a fit, productive winner, your brain will be like, oh, we're a fit, productive winner. So what would a fit, productive winner do? Oh, we're doing this. Moving on to number 10, the biggest habit. I was trying to do a drum roll, but I don't know how. Anyways, the biggest habit, and it's sort of twofold. For years, again, for 2 decades, I have 100% struggled with keeping things tidy. Like, I've always been into cleanliness because I sort of got this like phobia of bacteria. So I always kept things clean. But things have been so damn cluttered, just overconsumption, too many toys, too many purses, too many clothes, too many shoes, too many random birthday presents I've got that weren't really my thing. But first of all, before I could even build this habit, honestly, I did something that I actually wrote on my blog that I wanted to do when I was a teenager. So a few years later,
1 more year older.
Woo, finally did it. I got rid of 70% of my belongings, which sounds like a lot, but trust me, I still want to get rid of more. I just had too many stupid belongings. But now, having the right amount of belongings for my storage space, I'm able to keep things tidy. And what I do is that I tidy a little bit every single day. I just move things as I see them, and anything that's bothering me, I fix it. But again, I put a time constraint because of ADHD. So only up to 30 minutes on a weekday. I can't distract myself and procrastinate by spending 4 hours cleaning on a Wednesday when I actually have a paper due, you know? So because of that, up to 30 minutes. And that's all you need if you're tidying regularly. Secondly, I do tidying days. So either Saturday, Sunday, or both. I'll spend like 3-4 hours just going over everything and doing just a little bit extra so that I don't have to do the biggest deep cleans when I do deep cleans. So I'll just be like, oh, maybe I'll sort out these drawers and wash them today, and then maybe next week I'll go through my closet, you know, just stuff like that. But I just make sure that on that day when my tidying session and cleaning session is done, every room looks put together. Not that I've dusted off every single thing, but that everything is put together, so it's calming. Because that's the biggest thing. That's why tidying has changed my life so much, is because when everything is chaos around you, it is just so hard to think and function, and you're so distracted. But now that I've gotten into the habit, tidying a little bit every single day and doing bigger tidyings and cleaning days on the weekends, my life is better and chiller and calmer. And that's the biggest lesson about habits, is that it's not about the big things. It's about your day-to-day, the small choices you make every single day. And to see just how to implement habits, definitely watch this video, how to set goals and create long-lasting systems, where we deep dive into how habits actually work and how to make them stick. Love ya, see ya soon.